Good afternoon, everyone. We are on our way to 2019, and it has been a crazy ass fucking year. I want to do a fun little video since everyone is doing one, but mine are a little bit different. Mine are going to list the great things that happen in Impact Wrestling and to look forward to in 2019. We are one Impact away from getting Impact Homecoming, and it's gonna be a blast. Oh, I'm so excited. Ultimate X, a Falls Count Anywhere match, a championship match. Oh, it's gonna be a blast. I'm super excited for this. Okay, so let's get into it. The top 10 of my mind, what was probably the best year Impact has had in 16 years. Well, no, that's no. In 12, no, in 8 years. I'll give him 8 years. There were some high and lows in other years up ahead, but this was one of the greater years that Impact has had in a long time. Everything was rising, everything was going perfectly. There was no lawsuits. Well, besides that minor lawsuit that made absolutely zero sense just to get hate. There was no bad media. There was nothing that made a black mark on this year. And I'm going to go down the list. Uh, Top 10. At number 10, I don't know graphics yet. Screw it. Area and location. Oh, that was a huge blow. I mean, I for one never cared about the crazy crowds or nothing. I'm not one of those guys. If the product is good, I'll watch it. I don't really care if the fan in the front row is not smiling or cheering. I'm not one of those guys. But some people had complaints about the Orlando scene. Now, I, however, would never act the same way Orlando did, but now they're out of luck. They were spoiled and now they're gone. I don't know when we're going back to Orlando, but rest assured, they lost out. I never cared about crazy crowds or hijacking shows. I don't go to wrestling shows for that. I don't like it when when fans heckle wrestlers to get a reaction. It's not my thing. If you go there to support wrestling, you go there to entertain. You go there for entertainment. And when you just demand stuff and demand stuff and demand stuff, it was just not even the product at Orlando was never different than what it is in the other locations that were during this year. It was just the crowd was just zombified. I really didn't care. I still marked out when everything happened. But I digress. Let's say, first we moved out of Orlando. Then we went to the Rebel Complex in Toronto. Then we went to a club in Mexico. Then we went to the UK. Then we went all over the place. We exited Orlando as fast as we got the opportunity and just trailblazed through the whole entire United States. Well, not the whole entire United States. I'm exaggerating. But that was awesome. The Rebel Complex was probably the greatest venue I've ever seen. It was amazing. The Impact ring on the top, the logo, the rafter, everything was beautiful. I would love for that to be our home for 6 months. Too bad Rebel Complex is a bit expensive, and also Congo Kong is still chilling by the pool. So, I mean, the Rebel Complex, out of every venue that I saw this year, the Rebel Complex was my favorite. I loved the whole ring chandelier thing, the lights, the pageantry, the presentation. Las Vegas was my second. I love Las Vegas. The crowd was great. Sam's Town, the arena was a little bit too small, but for what they were trying to do, it worked. I loved it. The UK scene, oh man, that was great. The venue, the show, the audience, the atmosphere, the energy. Oh, getting out of Orlando was probably the best thing that they could do to make people more intimate about the product. I mean, I never had any bad news with Orlando. I liked Orlando, but I do recognize that the energy and the audience is a little more intimate now. So, I mean, you get what you get. At number 9, getting your money's worth. Okay, a lot of people are bitching and complaining that, oh, pay-per-views aren't worth $40. Why don't they go to $10? You see how well that's working for WWE? Yeah, no. With Impact, $40 is chump change. It is nothing. I pay it. I'm fine with it. Can I pay it monthly? Maybe. But right now, $40, you get your freaking money's worth. When you when you want a budget of $10 for the whole entire world, you get lackluster creativity. You get lackluster trying. You get every pay-per-view since they went to the WWE Network for $10 has been shit. Absolute fucking shit. And people want Impact to go $10, $10. Like, no. With Impact, you get your money's worth. $40, fine. You get a mind-blowing experience now. Maybe back then the pay-per-views were like, okay. But they were still great pay-per-views. But now, Slammiversary, Redemption, Bound for Glory, oh, I'm still blown away about how great that stuff was. How great that show was. Slammiversary was the greatest pay-per-view. And I even bought All In. And it was good. But there was little hiccups and little hijinks that made it lesser than Slammiversary. Slammiversary was an all-around great freaking pay-per-view, and I still have it on my DVR. The beauty of buying oh, that was a seizure. Um, the beauty of having a cable box, a DVR. I can buy pay-per-views. I just bought Impact Homecoming, and you get your money's worth. You get what you buy, and Impact has in this year they have delivered on that. They want $40, you get a $40 experience. You want $10, you get a $10 experience like WWE. Shit show, lack of creative, forced matches that you've seen 15 times on Raw. It's stupid, pathetic, and money grubbing. At least with Impact, you get what you get and you buy what you deserve. And I love that. They make the money matter. They make the product matter. They make the show matter. The Undead Realm was just beautiful. I would love more of that. I would love more than that. I would love to see more of the Undead Realm. That was just a beautiful segment. I don't even know if it was a segment, it was a match. It screamed horror movie for me, and I freaking love horror movies. But I digress. That's number 9. Number 8, the personality. See, this was fun. Impact has struggled for a long time to have a direct identity. Direct personality, yeah, first TNA happened and they went like the hardcore mesh raunchiness. It was great. Then they moved out of this zone when Hogan took over and Mick Foley announced, we are no longer TNA, we are Impact Wrestling, and they got a new logo that said Impact Wrestling. And it just became a washboard of WWE nonsense. I mean, it was still a great product, as sometimes WWE was, but it didn't have an identity anymore. It was stripped. Like, oh, are you guys TNA? Are you guys Impact? No. But now we come in 2018. TNA is dead. It has been deleted. Thank you, Matt Hardy. And we get Impact Wrestling now. We get what Impact is. We have fans chanting Impact Wrestling. This is Impact. We are Impact. We have come together as a nation, as a fan nation, as a direct fandom where we support and help this product grow into what it's going to be in the next 10, 15, 20 years. It has a personality now. It has people that have each direct personalities, and the product, you get what you get what you see. You see edginess, you see a more alternative, you see things that would make people say, oh shit, that just happened. If you don't watch wrestling to say oh shit or oh fuck, you're watching the wrong product. You're meant there to be mind blown. A product should make you be like, holy crap, that just happened. Like the whole Moose powerbombing Eddie on the steel ramp. The hell. The steel spikes into Pentagon and Sami Callihan's skulls. What? The baseball bat to Eddie's face. The hell? And then the kid that got ran over. Uh, yeah, the kid that got ran over. I mean, hey, you were dumb. You crossed in the street in the middle of the night. That's on you, kid. Streets are dangerous. I have no remorse. It was great to see, though. I mean, when I was watching that, my mouth hit the floor so fucking hard. I was like, fuck. I had to rewind it back a few times and be like, that just happened. All right. That just happened. I'm okay. I'm okay with this. I wanted adult and I got adult. All right. So, um, the media. For years, Impact has had a negative connotation on the media. Um, but now, since the whole Don Callis and Scotty takeover, some some media pages have turned face. By that I meaning years and years of ridicule and hatred. Some dirt sheet sites are being more reluctant with their hate. Wrestle Talk has now said Impact instead of TNA. Coldaholic have been doing year-round Impact reports. PW Torch, Pro Wrestling Sheet, yeah, they go on their tirades on Impact, but yet they also preach the goodness about Impact. Years ago, we would only get hate, and hate. It would be all clickbait and nothing else. But now we have turned a corner, turned a leaf, turned face, and people are starting to pay attention. People are starting to realize we are here. We are here to stay. Doesn't matter what channel we're on, doesn't matter what trial we have to go through. We're fighting, we're surviving, we're doing what we can do to survive. And that's exactly what we're doing. I have no regrets. I have no hatred. I'm okay with the Pursuit channel. I'm gonna have to find some loopholes and everything else to figure out everything else. But other than that, I have no problem. Um, I'll get into that later. So that was number 7, right? Yeah, 7. 6. The product. Oh, the product. I think this is self-explanatory. If anyone has been watching from January 1st, or no, wait, the takeover was, I want to say January 7th? Or was it February? No, it was February. The takeover started in February. And since then, the product has been revamped. Everything has been flowing beautifully. The product is now making you pay attention. Yeah, sure, some of it's just obvious media ploys and obvious media grabs, which is awesome because, like, hey, we're being talked about. That's whatever it takes to be talked about is what helps a product. And whether it's violence, kids being run over, a baseball bat to the face, Raven and Eddie talking up in an asylum, it's great news. It's great for the product. Pop TV may have not liked it, but we loved it. I have not missed an episode since 2008. Late 2008. This is at my 10-year anniversary of being an Impact fan, and I have not been bored. I have not fallen asleep, and I have watched every freaking episode till now. And being on Pursuit won't change. I will find a way to watch it, especially with what Don Callis promises. Now, other products that I have watched, yeah, they have bored me. Yes, they have lost my attention. Yes, they're stocking up on my DVR. I need to watch all that stuff. But WWE, when they went to 3 hours and everything else, it just put me to sleep. While Impact had my attention. Impact had my grab. Yeah, sure, it was the Hogan era. Whatever. It still wasn't boring. It was stupid, but it wasn't boring. Um 5. The storylines. Oh man, we're getting some really good storylines. Whether it's the Moose and Eddie, the Callahan and Eddie. I mean, Eddie's at the forefront of all these storylines. Uh the Eli Drake Kanan Hardcore, the Undead Realm story, where it involves like half of the Knockout division. It involves Kira, Sue, Rosemary, Allie, the half brides, the demon brides. It involved Madison for once. It involved. I don't think it involved Sienna once. Did it? No, it didn't involve Sienna. I mean, it's just a great story. I mean, I love hardcore and horror mixed with my wrestling. I think that's a beautiful way to make a product. You don't want kids to watch wrestling. I mean, you do want kids to watch. I mean, we were kids once. But when we were kids once, we had what we had, and it's what we want today. We had the violence, we had the edginess, we had the raunchiness, we had what grabbed us as fans. But when you make 3 grown ass dudes twerk on camera and have Bobby Lashley point to his ass, I don't find that entertainment. I find that stupid. It makes me want to go to Bobby Lashley himself and slap him out of this reality. And I don't care if I get hit back. I'd be like, bitch, why'd you leave Impact? Look at you now. You're a joke. You're a jester. You're doing what they want you to do when you could do what you want to do. But you left for God knows why. I don't know why. But now you're this jester of a man parading around in shorts pointing at your ass. Yes, this is a nice firm little ass. I'll give you that. But I'm a dude and I like chicks. So I don't understand what WWE is doing with this beast of a man. I don't get it. Other than that, the product has been amazing. I have not been bored. I have not been misled. Um, I'm going to continue to watch for the foreseeable future. It has my attention. Everything else is great. I love it. 4. The creative and producer slash management. Okay, so over the years, we've had management leave, come back, management leave, come back. Now we are in a fine line of what we have, and that's Don Scott, executive vice presidents, Ed, the president, PD, Jimmy, Abyss, Kevin, and well, Peretti left. Gail Kim are all producers slash creatives. Sanjay Dutt, Josh Matthews throws in little tidbits there. Everything that's on management wise and producer, everything is just fine. I mean, sure, there's an obvious gap where Peretti is missing, but we recovered and picked it up. The management wise is great. I mean, it has been wrestlers have gone on tirades speaking how great it is, where you can go to management and speak your disgrunts and speak your opinions of what you want to do. You're no longer handed a paper, no longer handed a script, you're no longer handed. They give the full power to you. And what you want to do helps them with what they want on TV. Like Sue Young speaking with Jimmy Jacobs about how she wants to do this Undead Realm thing, and Jimmy was like, let's do it. Let's see if I can get Ed on board. We're going to do this. Jimmy Jacobs created that whole entire thing. He was the forefront of the Undead Realm, and he did a beautiful job with the undead brides dying left and right, the axe being pulled out of Sue Young's neck. It was great. Our management and producer wise and media controlness has gone global. The graphics on wallpapers, the video editing on the YouTube pages, the distribution to all the networks, all the streams. It has gone to a 4-level rise that it's making people notice, like, oh shit, Impact is bringing it. We got this. The wallpapers are no longer the same. They now add barbed wire and blood and fire to fit the talent's personality. They had Callahan versus Cage, with Callahan wearing a mask and Cage looking fierce with his murder hawk. They had the barbed wire massacre graphic that had the whole wallpaper covered in barbed wire and blood dripping down it. Who thinks of that? Who thinks of that? Seriously. It is mind-blowing thinking about how great this is, but yet no one is really speaking how great it is, and that's what I'm doing. Um, Number 3, the roster. The roster has greatly improved. I can run down the list of how great it is. Let's see. Callahan, Cage, Rosemary, Taya, Kira, Sue, the Rascals, Rich Swann, Really Mac, Johnny Impact, Cage. I think I said Cage twice. Callahan, the Desi Hit Squad. The list goes on. Moose, Eddie Edwards. And if what I hear from the future and what I hear the names coming out that want to return, dude, Impact's about to get nuts. They even have people that are on call lists. Or, yeah, maybe they can't go anywhere at the moment because now they have Impact's attention. So, like, hey, we have you on our radar. So if you go somewhere, you miss out, buddy. They have people on their call list that they can just call up. Hey, we got this Twitch thing going. We would really like you to appear. They have Ace Austin, Spinelli, Tyson Ducks, Tyson Ducks, Tyson Dukes, Cody Deaner. They have all these great names that are just on their call list. Like, hey, you know what? You're on our radar. You're on our list, and we want to work with you. Jack Evans is on the list when they go to Mexico. Aerostar is on the list when they go to Mexico. That could have been number 11. The diversity. The roster is just absolutely phenomenally great, and it is only going to improve with all the names coming out in this coming year. There are many people I want to see that can help the product, and I'll do another video about that soon. But right now, there is a plethora of unkempt potential with this roster, and if they stay, Impact's going to be rising, rising, rising high. It's going to be great. 2. Where is that? The distribution. See, 2. This was a big one for me. It was the distribution. Now that means media, Twitch, YouTube, GWN, the whole content distributed. Their monthly Twitch shows have been absolutely amazing. The Impact vs. Lucha Underground, the UK one, the California one, the one in Iowa was absolutely mind-blowing. Wrestle Pro, the one in Canada where they battled in a bar, that was amazing. The Twitch shows have been nothing but absolutely phenomenal, and you're getting this for free. So you have no reason to complain. You have no reason to bitch and gripe. You're getting these spectacular shows for free. So people bitching about the Joey Ryan versus Eli Drake or the John Murray versus Stone Rockwell, you're getting that shit for free, and it's being mind-blowing. It's a mind-blowing experience. Yeah, sure, it may not be for everyone, but screw you. That's funny, and it's great. I love John Murray. I love Stone Rockwell. I love Joey Ryan. I don't mind the dick flips. I don't mind the dick comedy. It makes people pay attention. It makes people realize there's more to wrestling than just flips, suplexes, and everything else. There is a hole of creativity that is untapped in pro wrestling and is now being breached with everyone's little input, with Ace Austin's Gambit routine. I don't even call it a gimmick. I think that's actually who he is. With Brian Cage's destruction, with Joey Ryan's dick flippery, John Murray's excellent legend status. Oh, that was great. I'm sorry. I loved when he just got out of the ring and just did the whole and Stone Rockwell sold it like a champ. And the whole blow dart thing, come on, who can not love a good blow dart spot? Where in wrestling have you seen a blow dart being used? That was great. and then him falling over and Stone Rockwell suffocating him to death. That was fun. I loved it. It's a Twitch show. It should be fun, not physically and serious. Sure, it should be interesting and sport like and everything else, but it also should be fun. That's why with the Jimmy Havoc and Sami Callihan versus in that death match that they had, with the whole Wrestle Talk magazine being stapled to the head and used as a mask, uh, the whole thumbtack spot with the foot. It was great. I loved it. The distribution has been amazing. In this year alone, we have busted 2 million followers on Impact Wrestling's YouTube channel or subscribers. 2 million in just a year. I mean, if we had this kind of pull back in 2004, you know how amazing we would be right now? How many subscribers we would have? We would have about 15 million. If we would go by year status, and 2002 from 2018, that's 16. 16 times 2, that's almost, I'm going to sound like an idiot. 16 times 2. Give me a second. I'm going to do this real quick. 16 times 2, that's 12. 2, 3. If we had the media attention that we have now, if we had Don Callis and Scotty from the beginning of 2004 when it aired on TV, we would have 32 million subscribers, maybe even more if the impact was hit more on the internet. If we would have 32 million subscribers, if we were going on the roll that we're going on now, if we're going on the high rise that we have now, we are only going to get better. I don't care about this Pursuit Channel shit. Our rise has happened on Pop, and barely anyone gets Pop. And believe don't believe for a second that they won't put anything on him on their YouTube page when they move to Pursuit. They'll do the same thing they do now, and maybe they'll even put the full fucking show on it. They can. They have their own channel. Anthem owns a significant amount of this channel. So now they don't have to go through licensing rights or clearances. Now they can put the whole show on YouTube. Like, hey, you know what? These guys in California, these guys in New York don't have this channel. Why don't we put the full show on there for free? I mean, you're basically getting it free with cable. So it's just great. The distribution is amazing. The GWN, where you get a one night only for the month, is amazing. The little Twitch specials on Twitch with the behind the lights, the Joe Hendry gamer experience, the Stone Rockwell adventures, the Impact Hall of Fame that was on there, the backstage process of the whole press conferences, the takeover in April that happened during the Impact Lucha Underground weekend. It was just amazing. The distribution was absolutely incredible, and it's only going to rise and it's only going to get better. And people having naysays and this, oh, we're done, we're not watching anymore. There are many ways to watch, and even if you don't get the channel, you won't miss out. You won't miss out. They put everything on there to hype us up for the pay-per-view. They put everything on there to hype us. And everyone's just putting negativity on something that's hugely positive. I don't get it. I mean, yeah, sure, when I first found out, I was like, okay, what happened to Sci-Fi? What happened to True? What happened to WGN? Were those just talks? Impact never clarified that they were looking for those. Those were just dirt sheets reporting it. So that's on them. But when you throw out those big network names and then when you realize you're going to Pursuit, the name Pursuit has a ring to it. They are pursuing something better. Now, number one, drum roll. That's a bad drum roll. Number one would be the support. Now, this is number one because we would be nothing without the support of all these promotions, of all these wrestlers, of everything coming together, of all the fans. Impact would go out. We have plethora an ultimate category of promotions just helping us out. We have Russell Pro, we have Lucha Underground, we have AAA, we have Noah, we have Destiny, we have Rise, we have WoW, we have CWFH, we have CWFH Atlantic, CWFH Arizona. MOW is kind of helping us out. Ring of Honor is kind of helping us out. WWE is kind of helping us out. The Bucks, Jericho, Cody, Hangman Page, Marty Scurll. I'm never gonna be able to pronounce his last name. Are helping us out. I could go down the list of everything. Rockstar Pro, Wrestling Revolver. Um, Even New Japan has helped a little bit, but they now have stopped helping because I don't know. Beyond, Future Stars, World of Series of Wrestling, WSW in Australia. I could go on. I mean, there is a plethora of promotions out there helping us grow into something amazing, and we're helping them just the same by putting their talent on our product, on the promotion, by giving them a name, by giving them a platform, by giving them an app that they can stream their own media throughout the restrictions of clearances and licensing. WrestleCade is on there. You have an amazing amount of support, and everyone is just welcoming them with open arms. And you have WWE closing their doors. You have Ring of Honor closing the doors. You have NJPW closing the doors. But here's 30 odd something promotions flooding to Impact. Like, hey, help us, we help you. That's all it takes. That is the end of the top 10. That is the top 10 in my opinion. Now to talk some about the bullshit that's not negative, but there is bullshit. Okay, so people are talking about this Pursuit nonsense, right? But yet they're not focused on the Impact pay-per-view. They aren't focused on what this pay-per-view means and what Pursuit actually has advantaged. So here's the thing. Pursuit is a financially owned channel that Anthem Sports has a stake in it, which means that Impact has found a new home of safety. They can do whatever the hell they want. This is a home base. Say, hey, you know what? We had a hell of a run on Pop TV. We are taking a break before you cancel us and make negative negotiations on the internet. We are going to leave, go to this new channel that has our attention, that was willing to help us, and we're going to just put out the best product we can till we get better eyes on us, till we get better views, till we get more people talking. And that's what Impact is doing. Pursuit has the opportunity. They're in 45 million homes. Pop TV was in 30 something, and El Rey is in 33. I don't know why I'm bringing that up, but 45 million homes. Now, out of the 100 billion, whatever the hell it is, number, that's still pretty positive, and that's great. The only thing, though, is this on a hunting and fishing channel? And yeah, sure, some people love that. But also in the political correctness world, that's going to tear up the media. That's going to blow up the internet. That's going to be, oh, wow, look, Impact supports NRA. Impact supports hunting. Impact supports this. No, they don't support any of that. They're just finding a channel that suits their personality, which technically Impact does fit the outdoor channel. Look at all the matches that happened outside. Look at all the craziness that has happened that could be in the woods. Eddie versus Sami Callihan in the woods. Moose and Eddie Edwards fighting on top of a roof and almost got thrown off it. They can do so much with this outdoors network. There's a few matches in history that have involved outside. The street fight with LAX and OGs was a straight up literal Def Jam street fight on the streets of Toronto. Outdoors. The Madison Rain storyline with Sue happened in the woods. There's a lot of things they can do with the Outdoors Network, Outdoors channel. And I'm excited, especially after what Don Callis said on his recent podcast. He said Impact will be more of a sexier, edgier, and maybe a little bit more hardcore product from now on. We are immensely pumped for our move to Pursuit. And that's all I gotta say. I'm excited. I may have to find some loopholes and figure out how I'm gonna watch it. But other than that, I'm immensely excited. I'm deeply excited. I have my full attention. I have my full attention on Homecoming first, and then I'll figure out. After that, I got 5 days to figure out how I'm gonna work it out. Hopefully by then, Pursuit announces, "Hey, we're now on Roku, and you can stream Impact the day afterwards." That would be fine. I mean, I wouldn't have to wait 10 days after Impact to watch on DWN. Yeah, sure, I'll have to pay $30 for the Roku player, but I'll figure it out. Or they can announce it on the app and pay $10 on the app, and I could stream it on my phone. Either way, we're not going to be lost. It's not the end of the world, people. Impact is here to stay. Impact is here in front of us. We are the foreseeable future, ready and willing. 2019 is going to be absolutely fucking crazy. From what I heard, Richard Wesley is wrestling again in 2019. All Elite can come into play. I mean, sure, they don't have to buy it, but All Elite Wrestling. Now, All In was without contracted wrestlers. They weren't contracted. They were just there to show up, get paid, work their asses off. That's exactly what All Elite's going to be. Everyone's going to be unofficially contracted. There's maybe a few official signs, but a lot of it's going to be an open contract promotion. I mean, I can't see after the year of support Jericho has given Impact and him to be supposedly a part of this, having a closed promotion off, especially when he has gone on and on about how great wrestling is right now, that everything is open, that you can have an Impact Wrestling champion on a cruise with a Ring of Honor champion and an NJPW champion, and there's no territory war, there's no conflict, there's no tension. So everyone's saying, "Oh, All Elite's gonna have closed doors." No, it's gonna be open doors. Screw that. It's gonna be open doors. I am 99.99% sure it's gonna have open doors, because that would throw out the word all out of it. If anything, they would just put Elite Wrestling if it's not gonna be all. If it's gonna be all Elite Wrestling, why have the word all if it's not gonna be open to all? Use your heads, people. Now, another thing is there's a few people on the internet dooming gloom, and I'll name a few, and it's TJB and Bundy on top. Now, I am 100% sure this is the same people. They may hide their tweets very well, but they have less followers. They have their same name on their same avatar, and they preach on unofficial Impact facts. Watch out for those two. And for the record, there are about 4 more. Here's how to look out for them. If they have their name on their profile and their name actually shows up on their avatar, if they have below 500 followers, and if it's just some random username that makes zero sense, like Bundy on top. What is he on top of? What is Bundy? TJB. What does TJB stand for? It's those randomness ones you need to watch out for. Those are the sheep. Those are the trolls. Those are the fake fans that come up with these weird-ass ideas that would hurt the product instead of help it. All right. That's the end of my video. For the upcoming videos, I will be doing a rundown the card on Wednesday for the last Impact in Vegas. For the first Impact of 2019. And then after that, I will be doing a rundown for Impact Homecoming, because I'm pretty sure there's going to be more matches announced with Allie's and Kira's and the Undead Realm storyline, and then the whole Callahan and Callahan and Max storyline going on. So there's a lot more to play, and there's only 4 matches announced, and there has to be at least 6 or 7. So a lot's about to happen. That's the end of my video. No one popped up on chat. That's fine. The views has been going up and down. That's cool. All right. My next video will either be Wednesday. Oh, no, I won't be doing that yet. Yeah, Wednesday. Now, for the end of this video, I don't do this for me. I do this for all of you. So it would be deeply appreciated if you like, subscribe, share, retweet, tweet, comment. You get a heart from me, and you get a comment from me, you get a like from me. So that makes you feel special. Cool. Because I support everyone. I support everyone that supports me. I don't do this for money. I don't have ads. Screw ads. I fucking hate ads. I'm the guy from South Park that punches ads in the face. So I bid thee adieu and have a very unstressful New Year's Day. Peace.